The car coach. Lauren, thank you. Our appreciation as always for you spending a bit of time with us, particularly at the end of the week. First, Tesla has made a lot of news in past few days. Elon Musk, the CEO, said that the company has not made their goal of producing 5,000 S model cars per week, but they are up to 3,600, which he says is big progress. Tesla stock shot up on the news, rising from $296 on Tuesday at the close to $326 at the opening yesterday, Thursday. It was traded around $320 midday today. I know you're not a big fan of Tesla, but what do you think is going on these days at the company?
Well, I think he's doing everything to protect the value of the stock for his people and fans, that the fanboys that are out there, because what happened this week is the National Traffic Safety Board did say, Transportation Safety Board did say that the Autopilot accident that happened in California, that Model X, which is the SUV that hit the bridge abutment with 6 seconds with the hands off the steering wheel, the car jarred to the right. That was because of Autopilot, and it was the fault of the Autopilot system, even though Elon Musk and a lot of the people on social media said, no, right away, it's not the car's fault. It was found to be the car's fault. So when those type of things hit the news, you will always see an offsetting article from someone at Tesla corporate saying, you know, we're going to put a car on the moon, we're going to produce more product. They've got 500 Model 3s produced in a day. We're going to go to 5,000 a day. They're going to make any story they can to help support their stock. I understand that. That's what we call Mayday PR. But the fact is he's got to change that Autopilot name. And there's a ton of safety groups now complaining they want the name changed, including Consumers Union, who has put a petition up with the federal government to have them change the Autopilot name, and that will impact his stock until that's either removed or changed.
Do you think they're going to make it ultimately, Lauren?
In the big picture, I have been saying all along, I'm the naysayer from the beginning. As we were having this discussion amongst a bunch of other journalists this week, we say when he goes out of business, whenever that will be, it's going to impact a lot of jobs and we're all going to be very busy. But the fact is, you cannot have a loss and make it up in volume. You can't continually have a loss and rely on these carbon credits, which Scott Pruitt from the EPA is fighting right now. If those carbon credits disappear and when those tax incentives disappear to consumers, people will buy other cars. I'm going to drive the Jaguar I-Pace, which is just getting released now, starting next week, and I will tell you for a fact, when Jaguar starts bringing out product and Volvo and other manufacturers, he's going to have a very tough challenge selling product when their product actually has a dealer network and a support staff to service their customers, which is what's needed, and he refuses to do it.
Yep. Let me ask you real quickly about GM. GM has had some previous trouble with operating a car loaning company, but now Fiat Chrysler is looking at doing that. Are the car makers going to get back into making auto loans directly to customers?
Well, they're trying to do that. It's sort of called a subscription service. I mean, I think every manufacturer is jumping in on that, because if they figure you can pay $600 a month, it includes everything except for gasoline, insurance, all in, tires, whatever, and you buy it for a 2-year loan period, and after 1 year, if you decide, I don't want this Jeep, I want to go to a Cherokee, or I want to go to a Ram truck, they can do that. So that allows consumers to switch vehicles more often, which means more product gets sold, and it allows them to say, hey, we sold X amount of vehicles, because you have to remember, looking at the average amount of sales so far this year, it's not going to be last year at 17.2 million. They're looking at about 16.9 million vehicles right now, and that may change. We don't know. Without incentives, customers just won't buy.
Lauren, we are out of time, but we just barely scratched the surface. I hope you'll come back again. Thank you so much for being here. Lauren Fix, the car coach.